binomial theorem. So here, it's not convenient for our calculations to have to draw the triangle every time. So, before we go into that, I just want to give you some definitions. This symbol here actually means factorial. And what that means is 3 multiply 2 multiply 1, which is 6. 2 factorial is 2 multiply 1, which is 2. 1 factorial is 1. And 0 factorial, what do you think this is? 0. It gets them every year. It's actually 1. Okay? But basically, n factorial is just n multiply n minus 1 multiply n minus 2, etc. until you get down to 1. Okay, so that's what the factorial is. Okay. This function here, I'm going to do next, depends on the factorial. N, C, or. Where are my Chinese students? Chinese students, where are you? Chinese students. In China, you write it like this. Here, we write NCR, okay, so it's backwards for what you've seen before. NCR is n factorial or factorial n minus or factorial. So for example, 6c2, that is 6 factorial over 2 factorial, and then 6 minus 2, 4 factorial. So that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, like that. So what do we get here? Well, they go, and that is 15, isn't it? Yeah. Now, in fact, your calculator has this button on it. If you look, there's a button on it that looks like NCR. I want everybody to find it now for me and type in 6C2. It's usually beside the multiply. You see, on the divide, yeah? Yeah.
So 6 divide.
6.
6.
Make sure you press the 6 first. You get the same answer? Yep. Okay, so with your calculators, I want you to type the following in, okay? 3C0, 3C1, 3C2. Do these 4 for me, please. Tell me what you got. What's the first one? 1,
3. And 1.
Looks familiar? Looks familiar. So these C buttons can be used to find the terms in Pascal's triangle. So you can use this for the triangle. In fact, the triangle can be found using the calculator. 0C0, 1C0, 1C1, 2C0, 2C1, 2C2, and then here 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3, etc. So for example, etc., if you want the 6th row, it's 6C0, C1, C2, etc., all the way until 6C6. So this is very convenient for you. Let's look at using that. So I'll do 1A now. Minus 2x plus y squared. So that is 2C0 minus 2xy plus 2C1 minus 2xy plus 2C2 minus 2xy, and then we have 2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2. Now, minus 2 squared is 4, and 2C0 is 1, so this will be 4x squared. 2C1 is 2, multiply minus 2 is minus 4, and then 2C2 is 1, minus 2 power 0 is gone, so that will just be y squared here. So you don't even need to use the triangle now. And this technique is called the binomial theorem, basically. So the exam may say to use this, or it may say to use Pascal's triangle, but if it doesn't say, then you can choose this method or the method we did earlier today. Okay, let's have a look at another example of using this C function. So 2A. Well, that should make a more difficult one. We'll do 2C. The coefficient of x squared in 2 minus 3x power 4. So this word coefficient, what does coefficient mean? Does anyone know this word?
The number of x.
The number in front of x squared. So this question here does not want you to expand. Instead, it just wants one part of the expansion. Okay, so they don't want the full thing, they just want the x squared part. So you know the answer will have many, many terms, etc., plus many, many more terms. And we have a c for one of them, a 2 for one of them, and a minus 3x for one of them. And this is where I only pick the term I want. I don't do the other terms. I know what this number must be. What must it be? 4, because this is 4. Okay. Now I know what this number must be. 2. Why?
Because they're asking for x squared.
They're asking for x squared. Therefore, I know what this number must be.
2.
2, because?
2.
To make 4.
Yeah.
So what's this number here?
That's 4 maybe.
No, 4. It's 2. And the reason is, you notice that this number here must match one of these numbers. In fact, it doesn't matter which number. For example, here it matched the second number. So, matches the second number. But in fact, you still get the right answer if you match the first number. So now we take out our calculators and type in 4C2, 2 squared minus 3 squared x squared. So I'd like to know what this piece here is.
C.
216?
216. So the coefficient of x squared is 216. So no need to expand fully. We were able to get the exact piece we want. Okay, do we have that written down? Nearly? Yeah? Okay. So going down now, another example. Three A. What does the word ascendant mean? Going up, and then descending is going down. So for this example, I asked for the first three terms only. First three terms. And I want the ascending powers. So for example, this means ascending powers, and then this one will be the powers are descending. So for first one, 3A, I asked for ascending, and it is 2x minus 1 power 4. So just like the last example, I have my C 2x minus 1. Well, let me write this on the next line. C 2x minus 1 plus C 2x minus 1 plus C 2x minus 1, and they only want the first three. Now what power should I put here? 0 or 4? 0. Because they want ascending. So I must start the x with 0, 1, 2. And so what is this? 4, 3, 2.
Why?
Because of this word, ascending. They want the x's to get bigger. So you can start at 0 or you can start at 4. I start at 0. It's your choice. Here is 4, 0, 4, 1, 4, 2. Now we need the calculator here, but anyways, this will work out to be 1. This one here is for a 24, is it? 4C1 is 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times minus 1 minus 8. Yeah, so this is minus 8x. What's 4C2, please? Mohammed Omar, what's 4C2? Is it 6? So it's 6 multiply 4, 24, with a plus now. Plus 24x squared. And the extra pieces you don't care about because they said they only want the ascendant powers up to the first three terms. So I don't need the rest. They don't want the rest. They want the first three. That's all. So you can see it's a bit like this last one, and it's a bit like this one here. It's just really this one, but without the extra parts. That's all. Okay, let's look at a more difficult one of this. Can I scroll down? Yeah, okay. So next, This is 3i. And this time, descending. Okay, descending now. Now this one is more difficult because there are two things we have to expand. So let's be careful here. So I'll put the first one here, and then I'll put the second one here. So I know it will be a c, a 2, a minus 2x, plus a c, a 2, a minus 2x, plus a c, a 2, a 2, a minus 2x, plus many more. And then here, it will be a c, an x, a 1, plus a c, an x, a 1, plus a c, an x, a 1, plus many more. Okay. They want descendant. So what do I put on my power for x here?
5.
Well, this one, 3, a 2, and a 1, 0, a 1, and a 2, and then here is 3c0, 3c1, 3c2. Likewise here, this is 5c0, 5c1, 5c2, and what do I put on the x here for descending? This should be a 5, and here 4, and here 3, and then this one here 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so calculator now. 3c0 is 1, 2 0 is 1, so this is minus 8x cubed. 3c1 is 3, times 2 is 6, times 4 is 24, so that's 24x squared. Now, what's 3c2? Is it 3, is it? So this is 3 times 4 is 12, times minus 2 is minus 24x, plus many more. Okay, and now here, 5c0 is 1, so that's just x power 5, plus 5, x power 4. I'm sorry, what's 5c2? Is it, what's 5c2? Is it 10? It's 10, okay. 5c2 is 10, x cubed, plus many more. So now we need to multiply these together. So how many multiplications do I need to make? So for example, here is the first multiplication, then here's the second, and so on. So in total, how many do I have to make?
9.
Are you guessing or are you counting? Don't do this, I hate this, don't do this. Think about it and give me an answer.
9.
9, right, see? Thinking, it's useful. So 9. No, it's not. I know it looks like 9, because you think, oh, alright, so I need to do this one here, 1, 2, 3, and then this one here, 1, 2, 3, and then this one here, 1, 2, 3, so that's 9. But in fact, I only need to do 6 of them, I don't need to do all 9. So tell me, when I multiply these together, what power will the biggest x have? What's the biggest power of x? 8. Yeah, how did you get 8?
5 times 6.
The 5 and the 3.
Yes.
So then what's the one after 8 is 7, then after 7 is 6. Do I want the one with the 5? No, because the question said the first 3. Now, what happens when you multiply, for example, this one, the square, multiplies the cube, and makes power 5?
Yeah.
I don't want that one. That one I cut away. So in fact, I only have to do 6 multiplications, I think. The 3 multiplies the 5, so that's a power 8, a power 7, a power 6. And then when I go on to this one, a power 7, a power 6, and stop. And then the last one can only multiply this one, power 6, because when it goes to the next one, it's power 5, which we said is too far down, okay? So it's actually 6 multiplications, not 9 multiplications. So let's do the 6 multiplications. So the first one will be this one multiply this one. So that is minus 8x8. And then we do this one multiply this one. So that is minus 40x7. And then this one multiply the third one. That's minus 80x6. Now, on to the next ones. That multiply the first one, so that's plus 24x7. And then multiply the next one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, multiply the next one, isn't it? That is plus 120x6. And then lastly, this one here, multiply the last one here, so that's minus 240x cubed. No, what am I saying? Sorry. Something went terribly wrong.
Yeah.
It's multiply the first one, sorry. This one multiply the first one. So that is minus 24x6. And then all the extra parts are too small, I don't care about them. So this is minus 8x8. Minus 40 plus 24, what's that? 16. Minus 16x7. And then minus 80 plus 120 is 40. Minus 24 is 16. Is that right? 16?
Yeah,
plus 16 x6. And then the rest we don't care about. And this is the answer. Okay, you got that written down? And that's the answer. Okay, next one now. So in this one here, this one's like going backwards because we have the answer. In fact, we have part of the answer, and we're looking for the P and the Q in the question. Okay, so we are like going backwards nearly. We need to find the P and the Q. Now some people can nearly see the P and the Q already, but we'll go through how to do it. Okay, so if you expand here, it is 6, we'll just do the C part, 6C0, there's a PX, and there's a Q, plus 6C1, there's a PX, and there's a Q, plus 6C2, there's a PX, and there's a Q, etc. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match it up to the answer. So is there any x in the first part of the answer?
No.
No. So I should put a 0 here and a 6 here. That means this is a 1 and a 5, a 2 and a 4, etc. So this is 6C0, that's a 1. Okay, so that's a Q6 plus 6PQ power 5x plus, what's 6C2? It's 15, isn't it? P squared Q4x squared. Like this. So I'm just expanding. Now, what we do is we compare this to our answer and see what the P and the Q must be. So for example, Q power 6 must be 1, and then the 6PQ5, that must be the 6, and then this piece here, that must be the 15. So we have Q power 6, that must equal 1. So what must Q be? 1. Yeah. Now here, 6PQ5, what must that equal? 6. So what must PQ5 equal? 1. But what does Q equal? 1. What's 1 power 5? 1. So you get P equals 1. And we're finished. P equals 1 and Q equals 1 here. Okay, so I'll just leave that there for a minute so you copy it down. It's tricky, I know. Let's just look at it for a minute. So what you're doing here is you're comparing. So you're saying that Q power 6, that must equal 1. So that means Q must equal 1. And then the 6PQ5 must equal 6. So the 6PQ5 must equal 6. But the 6 is cancelled, and you know that Q is 1, so that means P must be 1. And you're finished. So you're making a comparison between the left and the right. I know it's a little bit tricky, but the good thing is it's really the most difficult type of question. It's not more difficult than this in the exam. I did include some more difficult ones in number 5, but they're very difficult. So they can just be for whoever has spare time. Right, so you should practice some of these. Let's see how many. Look, come on. You too as well now. So what I want you to do here from these is the first two and the last two in 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first two and the last two each 1 to 4. And if you want, you can try 5A if you want. Okay.
And which question?
Well, the first two and the last two in each, except number 5. You can just try 5A. If you want to. You want to? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. That's right. No, I'm not going to make you do 5A. It's just, you know, you want to impress your teacher, don't you? I mean, you didn't have your homework for them, so you're kind of losing some credit with it. Yeah? Okay, so you can start working on those now.